Ah, the weekend. I do love weekends. Got my coffee brewing. And it may be a Tuesday for you guys, but it is definitely the weekend for me. I have Monday and Tuesdays off. This is Sunday for me. Well, not much has been happening here. I did have a little encounter with Rocking Mr. E a few days ago, and he was basically, man, the guy is just insisting on believing that that he can minimize his risk in marriage. But man, I gotta say that I disagree. I mean, we went round and round and round on the comments on some Chapin's Inferno video, and he's just adamant. He just believes that you can like minimize your risk down to the point where you will not have any risk of divorce. And man, he and I just don't see eye to eye on that. I mean, eventually he got tired of. Excuse me, I just woke up. Eventually he got tired of arguing with me, and eventually he just stopped returning my comment. But he and I are just not gonna see eye to eye on this. He's of the opinion that you can minimize your risk in divorce by being like an amateur psychologist and truly understanding how her brain works, and then picking and therefore being able to eliminate a lot of the sociopaths and the people who have problems, you know, and then just sort of pick like the maybe 30% of women who are fairly stable. And so, you know, he has a point. I mean, if you are really good at picking women, you know, or choosing which women to interact with, you can certainly improve your odds. Now, a lot of us, however, we are not really experts in human psychology. Now, me, I am an incredible mechanic. I mean, I was born to be a mechanic. I mean, being a mechanic isn't really something you just apply for and start doing, you know. It's not something you go to college for and just do, you know. You either are a mechanic or you're not, you know. You either feel it, you know. You really enjoy being a mechanic, or you're just a parts replacer, you know. But so basically you can, but okay, so I'm very good at mechanical things, but man, people, analyzing the subtle hints that you might be dealing with a sociopath in her early days, right when she's got the nice turned up to 100%. Dude, I don't think I have that ability. I mean, I certainly don't have that talent. So I'm thinking he believes that that you can minimize your chances down so far that it's worth taking the risk to get married, right? And I do not believe that. I certainly don't believe it for myself, and I am kind of doubtful as to whether he is really all that great at that, or did he just get lucky, you know? So so he and I guess we're just going to be permanently in disagreement. There's no way I can convince him, and there's no friggin' way he can convince me. So that was about pointless, but we went round and around with it. So on Chapin's MGTOW video. Okay. Update on my house, homestead, whatever. My oven, I turned it on the other day and I heard boom, bang, and a really bright flash coming from below the burners. So I figured, it was time to replace the thing. I'm in the process of tearing it down. This wiring is so friggin' old. I'm gonna get new heavy gauge wiring. Probably reuse this conduit, but this is the tray in the bottom of that cooktop, and I'm going to. And I have a really nice inductive cooktop. You know, that works on iron and steel pans. That's going to be really nice there. Other things I did, you know, there's situations when you're putting in an air conditioner where you don't really want to cut through the screen, and you don't want to support the thing outside, right? So I just basically put a shelf up yesterday, put it up against the screen so that the exhaust blows out, and the intakes, I put these little boxes around them, and they're up against the screen too. So it's not as efficient as it would be if it were mounted outside, but I think it's more secure, because when I go to work or I leave and there's nobody in the house, I can simply just sort of drag the thing back like so, and then close the window behind it and lock it. So and it works very well. And man, this most recent weather here, it's like 80 degrees. It's sometimes 85, and man, I am not built for the heat. I live in this area for a reason. And the reason is I am not a big fan of hot weather. So that's what I'm doing on my weekend. Just farting around, doing a little maintenance. Hope you guys are having a good week. So I'll see you around.